Hi, I'm Blisy. Hey guys, if you enjoy this video, I appreciate a like, comment, sub, and little bell notification. Thanks so much, enjoy. Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to do the battle video method to get higher frames very quickly in Pokemon Emerald, or to repeatedly hit a high frame quickly. And so this is only for Emerald, not Ruby or Sapphire. First, I gotta type in my trainer ID. I messed up the profiles in Pokefinder, and it's bugged for me right now. I think it's because I imported profiles from a different version, but whatever, don't worry about it. So first of all, you got to pick the high frame you want to aim for. So it's going to cut here in a second, I think. So here we go. I'm going to go for this frame, 40105. It's a timid frame, and I'm going to be aiming for a Sudowoodo in the Battle Frontier. This will work for any stationary or like any frame you're trying to hit. So you could use this for anything. I'm just showing it on a stationary, and it's easy to calibrate it on a stationary. So for this, set your pre-timer like normal. Pre-timer of 5,000, and for your target frame, you're actually not going to want to type the frame you're aiming for because you don't want to hit that exact frame. Then the point is the battle video skips to that frame, so you should cut below it. Initially I wanted to cut just 100 frames below it, but I actually realized that's really close, and so I think it's a little bit rough for me to decide, but I ended up going about 5,100 frames lower than what I wanted to go for. So okay, as you can see, I'm aiming for frame 35,000, and instead of 40,000. You want to be pretty far away from the frame you're actually aiming for, because you want to give yourself a few minutes or even just 1 minute to hit the frame. Like, you want to give yourself some leeway. If you miss your frame on the battle video or whatever, that way you can actually go early in advance. So anyway, if you're actually going for the battle video method, what you're going to do is save in front of one of the frontier areas. I choose the battle factory. I think it's pretty easy there. So just enter it as like a level 50 challenge or whatever. So you start your timer like normal, soft reset as the pre-timer hits 0, load it up, and head into the battle frontier. And so I'm just going to go into this this factory here. And what you're going to do is wait for the original like 12-minute timer to hit 0. And you just pick your frame or whatever. All of the frames are still going here, so it's fine. And basically what you're going to want to do is wait outside of this battle, because this dude will yell something at you. And you just leave it open on this dialogue, and you hit A when this timer hits 0 to start the battle. And here you go. Bing. So timer ran out, battle starts. And now you just gotta try and lose the battle, which actually took me like 10 minutes because this stupid Voltorb would not kill me, and then also the next guy he sent out wouldn't kill me either. So it took forever, but you gotta lose the battle. You can't run. You're not allowed to save a battle video if you run. So I'll cut to that. Okay, so my Weepin' Bell has finally died. Literally, that was... I must have just cut out like 8 minutes of video. I don't know why I recorded it all. So anyway, this guy's gonna ask you if you want to save the video to your battle pass, and you definitely want to do that. This stores whatever frame you hit into that battle video. So I'm going to use this on the Sudowoodo right in the battle frontier. But you could use this frame if you picked like a frame, with good IVs, or a shiny frame that happened to have like 3 perfect IVs that was like 20 minutes into the game. You can use this on any legendary or any stationary you want, because I saved a method 1 frame. So anyway, save in front of the Sudowoodo here, and now we're just going to have to figure out what frame that we actually hit. Okay, so to figure out what frame you hit, change your target frame to 1000 and your pre-timer to 0. And I reset the game. I actually don't think you have to in this particular instance, because I think you can even use it to like make the frames go backwards, but I reset it. But it's fine. You don't actually... I would just reset it to be safe, but... So this is how we're going to deduce our frame. So, you're going to go into the trainer ID menu, and you're going to hit battle record, or battle record, view the recorded battle. I don't know why, whatever. But basically, you're going to start this timer right as you hit B. So you're going to hit B and then hit start Eon Timer at the same time, and then you're going to encounter the battle when this timer hits 0. And this is just to deduce what frame you actually landed on. And so I hit A here, and we get into the battle. This, and again, this could be different. You should do this calibration for every Pokemon you're aiming for, because they all have different frames or whatever. Like, I couldn't find information on how long Sudowoodo's battle entry thing was or whatever, because the his cry is like a different length than, you know, Kyogre's or Groudon's or whatever. So a lot of the legendaries will have what's it called? Like a lot of the legendaries have their cries like noted for how long that their entrance will take, but Sudowoodo's didn't. So you should probably calibrate this for every different encounter. So now you just have to calculate your Pokemon stats to figure out what frame you hit. I just type all of its stats or whatever into like Cerebee's Gen 4 stat calc. Make sure to not use like a Gen 6 plus stat calc, because some Pokemon's base stats change or whatever. So that's important to keep in mind. Once you figure out its stat spread, you're going to type in the IV ranges into Pokefinder. And so you just kind of leave this as it is or whatever, and you want to uncheck shiny only, and you want to type in your frame range. So I was aiming for around frame 35,000 as my starting frame. You might want to even go lower than like your starting frame. I don't know why I didn't, but whatever. And I just have to set my IV ranges, which I know I got between, because luckily it was like a very, even though the Sudowoodo is only level 40, it was like very good about telling me the like I only had a range of like 1 or 2 stats for everything. Uncheck shiny only and hit generate, and there you go. I only hit 1 frame. It's perfect. This is all it could have been. So this is the frame I hit. And then all you have to do from this frame is type it in and subtract 1,000, because you know you waited 1,000 frames for this. So I'm just doing a little calculator so I can save it, and because I opened 2 calculators at another point. So now to figure out what frame you have to type into EonTimer, you're going to have to open up another calculator and subtract the original value from that. So I'm going to cut to when I've got all of that set up. Okay, so our frame we're aiming for is 40105, and subtract 35518 from that. So this is the frame we will be aiming for, so I'm just going to put that aside. Okay, so in EonTimer, instead of the target frame being 1,000, you're going to set it to the one you put aside there. So 4587 it seems, and we're just going to do exactly how we did before to figure out what frame we were on. So we're going to open the game up like after a soft reset. Again, I don't even know if you have to soft reset, but I just do it to be safe. Go to battle record and just hit B and start at the same time here. Oop. And I messed up. I don't know how, but I messed up. And so, like I said, so load your battle record up. And the only thing to keep in mind is for battle record, you want to make sure like it's immediately, because the RNG in that battle doesn't advance until the trainers make their first move. So all you want to do is hit B before any trainer makes their first move to cancel out of the battle. And now we wait again. Okay, timer's about to hit 0, and we're just going to have to, well, hopefully this Sudowoodo is shiny, but in the case it's not, we just have to do a little bit more calculation to see how far off we were. So Sudowoodo ain't shiny, and it's the same thing as a normal Pokemon now. We're going to set our starting frame again to below what we know it to be, which is 35,000, and we're just going to chuck a Master Ball at the Sudowoodo to do its stats calc, as we would any normal, whatchamacallit, any normal RNG at this point. And at this point it's just sort of basic calibration. So open it up and pull out your favorite stat calculator. Like I said, I always use Cerebee. So uncheck shiny only as well. And I'm lowering the range as well because it's just like we don't need to go that high. Although Pokefinder seems to have this bug where it ignores the range I set and it goes above it for some reason, but whatever. doesn't really matter. That's why I was confused. I was like, wait, what's going on? Just find the frame that is the shiny one, and I actually think a really good way to deal with this is because I was looking for, you know, an impish frame that was close, and I couldn't find anything within like 10. And so I think a really easy way to do this is to set the natures to only like impish and timid. And this will really help. Or like impish, and it's like I set it to impish because I hit an impish Pokemon, or I hit an impish nature, right? So, and timid because timid's the shiny frame. So I hit generate again, and I got to go through like, again, it dunked me to like frame 70,000 for some reason. I have no idea why. And I was like, wait, the range, but I couldn't. I don't know. I don't really understand, but it doesn't really matter. Just find your frame again, and again, this all works in RNG Reporter just fine. So there it is, and there's a few impish frames around it that are both like not too far away, so that's promising, and you just have to do the calcs and figure it out. So it turns out I definitely hit the frame, the impish frame that's below the timid, the one directly below it, so I think that's 40,095, which is actually not too far off from what I was initially aiming for. So you just have to do a bit of math Rooney here. I'm sure my calculators will pop up any second. And so you have to remember, you have to subtract the frames that you like. So this is that calculator right there essentially has what frame my battle video jumps me to, or thereabouts. And so all I have to do is do a little bit of math and figure out what frame I actually hit. So I subtract that frame number by I subtract the 35, you know, 187 or whatever by I subtract it from the 40,095, and then I just do the same thing I did last time. We're going to the battle video. I update my frame because when you subtract those two, you'll get a target frame that's, you know, close to your 40 whatever. I hit 45,000 something, 45,000 like 77 or something instead of 87, and you just put it in the frame hitbox, hit update, and your calibration will change a little bit, and then you just do the same thing you did prior. So here I've only got 5 seconds left on my timer with my new updated calibration, and the battle's going to start, and we're going to see a shiny Sudowoodo. And so this battle video that's stored, I could use this to get this specific shiny frame, which normally would take, you know, an 11 minute 9 second wait time down to 70 seconds, which is like just crazy helpful. You can use that to, and like I said, you can chain the battle videos on top of each other. So let's say I leave my game on for 2 hours one day and create a 2 hour long battle video. The next day I can open up that battle video, go into, and then create another battle video from that battle video, so I could have like a 4 hour battle video that jumps to really far frames. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. And if you guys enjoyed this, leave any questions or comments down below. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next video. And one last quick thing, thanks to Green Darkness for suggesting this video. If you have a video you want to know about for RNG-wise, leave it in the comments as well.